The alarm clock screams. It's 7:30 a.m. Another day begins. Sarah, a sophomore at a bustling American university, hits snooze. 5 more minutes won't hurt, right? She imagines the day ahead. Classes, friends, maybe a coffee date. A wave of motivation hits. Time to get up. Sarah jumps out of bed. Her dorm room is small but cozy. Posters of her favorite bands line the walls. Textbooks and notebooks are scattered on her desk. The smell of instant ramen lingers in the air. She throws on some clothes and heads to the communal bathroom. The hallway is alive with activity. Doors slam, music blasts. Sarah can hear her neighbors chatting and laughing as they get ready for the day. She brushes her teeth, throws some water on her face, and heads out the door. The campus is already buzzing with energy. Sarah takes a deep breath and smiles. It's going to be a good day. First things first, coffee. Sarah joins the line at the campus coffee shop. It's a familiar scene, bleary-eyed students clutching their textbooks, desperate for a caffeine fix. She orders her usual, a large iced latte with an extra shot of espresso. While waiting for her drink, Sarah pulls out her phone and checks her messages. Her best friend Emily has texted, "Ready for econ?" Sarah laughs and types back, "Never ready for that class, but at least we're in it together." Coffee in hand, Sarah heads to her first class. She takes a seat in the back row, next to Emily. They exchange tired smiles and spend the next few minutes catching up on their lives. Sarah flips through her textbook, trying to cram in some last-minute studying. The professor, a kind-looking woman with a warm smile, enters the room. The chatter dies down. It's time to learn. The next few hours are a blur of lectures, note-taking, and group discussions. Sarah perseveres, scribbling down notes and hoping for the best. The lecture hall is packed. Students cram into every available seat, their laptops open and pens poised. The air crackles with anticipation. Professor Johnson, a renowned historian, is about to begin his lecture on the American Revolution. Sarah, seated near the front, adjusts her glasses and takes a deep breath. History is her favorite subject, and she's eager to learn from one of the best. Professor Johnson doesn't disappoint. His words boom through the hall, painting vivid pictures of the past. He speaks with passion and humor, bringing history to life. Sarah hangs on his every word, her pen flying across her notebook. She's so engrossed in the lecture that she barely notices the time passing. As the lecture draws to a close, Professor Johnson opens the floor for questions. Hands shoot up across the room. Sarah hesitates for a moment, then raises her hand. Her heart pounds as Professor Johnson acknowledges her. She takes a deep breath and asks her question, her voice trembling slightly. Professor Johnson smiles kindly and provides a thoughtful response. Sarah feels a surge of pride. The bell rings, signaling the end of the lecture. Students gather their belongings and file out of the hall, their voices creating a dull roar. Sarah stretches in her seat, her hand cramping from taking notes. She closes her laptop, her mind buzzing with new information. As she makes her way out of the lecture hall, Sarah spots Emily chatting with a group of friends. They're discussing the lecture, their voices animated and engaged. Sarah joins them, eager to share her own thoughts and perspectives. The conversation flows easily, jumping from one historical event to another. They debate the motivations of key figures, analyze the impact of different decisions, and connect the events of the past to the present day. Sarah thrives in this environment, surrounded by curious minds and diverse perspectives. The group eventually disperses, heading to their next classes or grabbing lunch. Sarah walks with Emily to the dining hall, continuing their conversation. The dining hall is a symphony of sounds and smells. Trays clatter, students chat and laugh. The aroma of pizza, burgers, and fries fills the air. Sarah grabs a tray and joins the lunch line. She's starving after her morning classes. She loads up her plate with a salad, grilled chicken, and a side of sweet potato fries. Finding a table with Emily, they dig into their food, their conversation flowing easily from their studies to their weekend plans. The dining hall is a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds. Sarah overhears snippets of conversations in different languages. She sees students from all walks of life, each with their own unique story to tell. It's a reminder that college is about more than just academics. It's about expanding her horizons and learning from people from all walks of life. As Sarah finishes her lunch, she notices a flyer on the bulletin board advertising a study abroad program in Italy. She tears off a flyer, her mind racing with possibilities. The afternoon finds Sarah in the library. It's a haven of peace and quiet, a stark contrast to the bustling campus outside. The air smells faintly of old books and coffee. Students are hunched over their laptops, their faces illuminated by the glow of their screens. Sarah finds a quiet corner on the third floor, her usual study spot. She spreads out her books and notes, the task ahead daunting but not insurmountable. She has a big exam coming up in her psychology class. She puts on her noise-canceling headphones, blocking out the faint hum of activity around her. The world fades away as she delves into the complexities of the human mind. She highlights key terms and practices, answering sample questions. Hours melt away as Sarah loses herself in her studies. As the sun sets, Sarah closes her books with a sigh of satisfaction. She packs up and heads out, her mind still buzzing with psychological theories. The sun is beginning to dip below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the campus. Sarah makes her way to the student center, her backpack slung over her shoulder. It's time for her weekly meeting with the campus newspaper, where she works as a staff writer. She's been passionate about journalism since high school, and she loves the opportunity to report on issues that matter to her and her fellow students. From covering campus events to writing opinion pieces on current affairs, Sarah finds immense satisfaction in using her voice to inform and engage her community. The newsroom is abuzz with activity. Editors shout deadlines, reporters type furiously on their laptops, the air crackles with energy and purpose. Sarah takes her place at her desk, feeling a surge of excitement. Tonight she's working on an article about a new initiative on campus to promote sustainability. She pores over research and data, crafting a compelling narrative that highlights the importance of environmental responsibility. As the evening deepens, Sarah is drawn into the vibrant social scene of college life. The campus is alive with activity. Music spills out from dorm room windows. Groups of friends chat and laugh as they walk arm in arm. Sarah meets up with Emily and friends for dinner at a popular off-campus restaurant. They share stories and laughter over plates of pasta and pizza. After dinner, they check out a concert on campus. A local band plays indie rock and folk. The atmosphere is electric as students dance and sing along. Sarah loses herself in the music, swaying to the rhythm. As the concert ends, they linger outside, reluctant to let the night end. The night is still young, and Sarah's energy shows no signs of waning. After saying goodbye to her friends, she decides to venture off campus with a few classmates to explore the city's vibrant nightlife. The streets are alive with activity even at this late hour. They hop on a bus, their laughter echoing through the mostly empty vehicle. The city unfolds before them, a kaleidoscope of bright lights, towering buildings, and a symphony of urban sounds. Sarah gazes out the window, her senses ignited by the sights and sounds of the city that never sleeps. They arrive at a cozy cafe tucked away on a side street. The smell of freshly brewed coffee and warm pastries wafts through the air, a comforting aroma that beckons them inside. They huddle around a small table, their conversation flowing easily as they sip on steaming mugs of hot chocolate and share slices of apple pie. Sarah loves the feeling of anonymity that comes with being in a big city, the freedom to be herself without judgment or expectations. The city lights begin to blur as exhaustion finally catches up with Sarah. She bids farewell to her classmates, their laughter echoing in the cool night air. She boards the nearly empty bus, her body swaying gently with the movement of the vehicle. She leans her head against the window, her mind replaying the events of the day. Back in her dorm room, Sarah sheds her clothes and collapses onto her bed, the soft mattress welcoming her weary body. She reaches for her phone, scrolling through social media and catching up on messages from friends and family. A wave of homesickness washes over her, but it's quickly replaced by a sense of gratitude for the life she's building for herself. She sets an alarm for the next day, knowing that another day filled with challenges and triumphs awaits. But for now, she allows herself to drift off to sleep, the memories of a day lived to the fullest swirling in her mind. She closes her eyes, the rhythm of her breathing slowing as she surrenders to sleep. As Sarah sleeps, her dreams are filled with images of bustling lecture halls, lively discussions with classmates, and the thrill of chasing deadlines for the campus newspaper. She dreams of exploring hidden corners of the city, sharing laughter with friends, and losing herself in the rhythm of live music. These are the moments that define the college experience, a tapestry woven from academic pursuits, social connections, and personal growth. And as Sarah sleeps, she knows that when she wakes up, she'll be ready to embrace another day, another opportunity to learn, grow, and make the most of this incredible journey called college.